Greetings, my name is Kamaria Jackson from Atlanta, Georgia, currently enrolled in the New Media Journalism Masters of Arts program, in which I hopefully will become some type of on-air personality. So in this week's reading, the text from Mastery by Robert Greene, I learned that the 5 points that I'm getting ready to discuss, as we pursue our journey towards mastery, we will encounter these 5 points in some form. The first point that we talked about or that we read about was the return to your origins, which this point pretty much talks about that inclination that you have initially that tells you that you are pursuing your life's task. And for most masters, that inclination, that feeling of what am I going to do for the rest of my life occurs during childhood. The second point, Occupy the Perfect Niche, talks about 2 ways or 2 paths in which you can find that perfect niche. There was the Matsuoka path that was discussed, also the Ramachandran path. But in each of those paths, the key is to find a path that is not crowded with competitors. The third point, Avoid the False Path, in text brings out that a false path is something that we are attracted to for the wrong reasons, which can be money, fame, or attention. The fourth point, Let Go of the Past, talks about finding ways to use the things that you've learned in your past and apply them towards molding your future. The last point, Find Your Way Back, talks about the consequences of deviating from a path that you were destined to follow, but how can you use patience in order to find your way back. So out of the 5 strategies that I just discussed, the one that resonates with me the most is the one that said avoiding the false path. And this point resonated with me the most because it's currently my life as we speak. In this text, it talks about being in a field that doesn't correspond with our deepest inclinations, a non-fulfilling career. And that's where I am right now. I'm currently an educator, and I like what I do. I love the impact that I have on my students, but I'm not fulfilled. I don't have that sense of, this is what I'm going to do for the rest of my life. The text also talks about parents and the need to please them. And me, that rang truth to me because coming from a long line of educators, my mom was a retired principal, I felt the pressure to be a teacher, be an educator. But is that where my heart really ever was? I don't think so. And so that brings me to my turning point, in which when I read this section in the text, I said, that's it right there. It states that one must realize that the path that they've chosen and realize that they've chosen the career for the wrong reasons. Realize that before your confidence takes a hit, and rebel against those forces, which means if this is not what you want to do, get to where you want to be. Pursue the dreams that you've always wanted in your life. And that's where I am right now. That's why I'm enrolled in the master's program, to get back to my destiny, to get back to my life's calling. And I look forward to the journey. Dream career is to ultimately be some type of on-air personality, be a television host or news anchor. So 2 goals that I can see being attainable within the next 3 weeks are, first, setting small goals to help achieve my bigger goal. And secondly, creating a schedule for myself to help me get through my coursework as well as my course assignments. So I really enjoyed this assignment, and I hope that I get a chance to interact with everyone very soon. Thank you.